Hello everyone, welcome to LICD lecture 2A. Today we are going to discuss non-inverting amplifier using op-amp. So what do we know about the op-amp so far? So op-amp has 5 active terminals, inverting input terminal, non-inverting input terminal, the 2 power supply terminals, that is VCC and VE, and the output terminal. And their numbers for commercially available op-amp 741 is as follows. This is 2, 3, 7, 4, 6, and this op-amp which is used can be LM741 depending upon the manufacturer building the op-amp. Okay, so let us come back to our topic of non-inverting amplifier using op-amp. So let us start building up the circuit first. So I have my op-amp. I have my 2 input terminals, that is here and here. Let me call it plus and minus. I am not showing the power supply, that is VCC and VE. It's understood that they are there, and I will, this is my output, V out. Plus, output is always measured with respect to ground for an op amp. So kindly note that point. So this is my output. So now I will do the external connections. So this is my op amp in open loop configuration. So what do we know about the op-amp in open loop configuration? If this is V plus and this is V minus and the gain of the op-amp is A, what will be my output expression? So my output expression for open loop op-amp will be V out is equal to gain times V plus minus V minus. So we can remember this equation, it's very useful. So where the gain A is for, it's called as open loop gain. Okay, so let us come back to our circuit and let us complete it. Let me again take a color, different color basically. Okay, so this is my op-amp in open loop configuration. Now I want to make a non-inverting amplifier. So what I will do is, I will take 2 resistors from here like this, connect this to ground, and then I'll connect this wire and connect it over here. Okay, and for the non-inverting input terminals, we connect it to a, sorry, it's yeah, oops. So for the non-inverting terminal, we connect the power supply, AC or DC power supply. By the way, op-amp works with both AC and DC voltages equally well in linear mode of operation, of course. And this is my V. So let me name these resistors as R1 and R2. So this is my circuit for non-inverting amplifier using op-amp. The red color are the external components and the black one is my actual op-amp. So what I need to derive is, now I need to derive the output expression, that is V out in terms of V in. So we need to find out the gain. So gain of any system is given by, oh sorry, let me select the color of my pen. So the gain of any system is given by V out upon V in. So that's what we are supposed to find for this circuit also. So basically, let us start now. So this will be a good starting point, that is V out is equal to A times V plus minus V minus. So let me rewrite this as step number 1. So V out is equal to A times V plus minus V minus. Now from this circuit, what is V plus? Now V plus is same as V in. So basically this will be, step number 2 will be V plus is equal to V in. And what is my V minus in terms of V out? So as you can see carefully, R1, R2 make a voltage divider where upper terminal of R1 is V out and the lower terminal of R1 is connected to V minus. So basically it's a voltage divider. Let me just show you again. So these are my 2 resistors. this is V out, this is R1, this is R2, and this is V minus. So how can we write the V minus in terms of V out? So we can easily do that. We can say V minus is equal to, we know the voltage division rule. It's R2 upon R1 plus R2 into V out. So that becomes my expression number 3. Now we know the value of V plus and V minus. We can substitute in equation number 1. So that is my fourth step, number 4. So it will be V out is equal to A times. Now what was V plus? V plus was V in. And what was V minus? V minus is R2 upon R1 plus R2 into V out. So that's what we will write. R2 upon R1 plus R2 into V out. So that's what my expression is. Now we'll collect the terms for V out together. So V out into 1 plus R2 upon R1 plus R2 into, sorry, yeah, so 1 plus A times basically, and this will be equal to A times V. So are we closer to our result? Do we have some relation between V out and V in? Yes, we are inching towards the solution. So what it is? This is V out upon V in is equal to A divided by 1 plus R2 upon R1 plus R2 into A. So basically this is my exact expression of V out upon V in. So this is the actual expression. But as we know, for op-amp, A is the open loop gain. So basically over here, A is called as the open loop gain. So as you can see clearly in the op-amp, this is not the open loop configuration. This is a closed loop configuration of op-amp. So the V out upon V in can be termed as, is called as closed loop gain basically. So V out upon V in is termed as closed loop gain for this amplifier. So there's a difference between open loop and closed loop over here, and this circuit uses, sorry, this circuit uses negative feedback. As you can see, some part of output is feeded back to the input, and that is going to the inverting terminal. So this circuit is using the concept of negative feedback, and it's one of the 4 negative feedback configurations. So now we will assume, we will approximate slightly. So what we know about the open loop gain, we know that the open loop gain is around 10 raised to 6, which is extremely large. So what we will do is we will divide this equation, by, let me call this equation as equation number x. So we'll divide this equation numerator and denominator by a. So what do we get? V out upon V in. Let me check what we'll get in the numerator. So numerator will be divided by a, so that will be 1. This 1 will become 1 by a, and this R2 upon R1 plus R2 into a will become R2 upon R1 plus R2. That's it. So let us write that. So this will be 1 divided by 1 upon a plus R2 upon R1 plus R2. Now just now we have said that a is very much greater than 1. So 1 upon a will be very, very small. So what we can do is we can neglect this value, that is 1 upon a. So if we approximate, if we neglect that, because compared to 1, A is very, very large. It's around in the order of 10 raised to 6. So we can safely ignore it. So what do we get? We get V out. Oh, sorry, I have to write with black. So we get V out upon V in, which we can also call it as closed loop gain as AF with feedback. It's given by, what is the formula? R1 plus R2 divided by R2, which we can also write it as 1 plus R1 upon R2. So this is my final expression for the gain of non-inverting amplifier. This is approximate result. So this is basically, we can call it gain of non-inverting amplifier. So now let us understand what is the why the name non-inverting amplifier. So basically, the inverting terminal, the input is applied to the non-inverting terminal, and that's the reason why it is called as non-inverting amplifier. Also, from the output expression, we come to know that there is, no negative sign present. So input and output will be phased. That's the more reason why it's also called as a non-inverting amplifier. Now, let us understand what will be the feature and how this gain is so unique, basically. So we say that this gain of this non-inverting amplifier is completely under our control. Now let me write these points. So let me just use another color. So this is gain is under control, under my control. How it is under my control? Because I can set the value of gain by setting the value of external resistors in this diagram. So let's say if I want a gain of pi, I can set these values of R1 and R2, which is external resistors. So this is an excellent result in comparison to the control of gain. So gain is under my control, and that is, it depends upon external resistor value, and it is this same gain is insensitive to A. And what is A? A is nothing but your open loop gain. So as you can see, there is no expression of A, and A can be a function of temperature or some other things. So this gain is completely independent of any internal parameters of the op-amp. It totally depends upon the external components, that is R1 and R2. So that's the biggest advantage of non-inverting amplifier. Okay, so you must have studied in your literature, let me just bring this back. Okay, in a BJT amplifier or a JFET amplifier or a MOSFET amplifier, in that, if you remember correctly, for the BJT amplifier, single stage amplifier, the gain formula was given by, for common source configuration, common emitter configuration, is it was given by GM is equal to AV is equal to minus GM into RC. Well, GM was a parameter who depends upon IC, and IC can change due to lot many reasons. And also, designing a single stage BJT amplifier, we have to worry about biasing. We have to worry about all the values of capacitors and everything. So, so many things we require. So basically, a BJT amplifier will require 4 resistors, 3 capacitors, worry about the design and everything. And all this headache is completely reduced in a non-inverting amplifier using op-amp. So this is my op-amp, my operational amplifier. Okay, so using this op-amp, the life has become extremely simple. If you want to make an amplifier, just connect two resistors, power up the op-amp. Obviously, I have not shown the connections of the power. It is connected to VCC and it is connected to V. It's understood. From now on, if we don't show it, it's already connected. So we have to consider that. So that's how a non-inverting amplifier is built up. And next time we will start with another topic. So thank you for this lecture, for listening.